just a good old boy.
We have got to finish this up. Y'all haven't seen any of this. I did this after I quit filming the other day. I come in here, y'all may remember how close the hedges were. They was probably right about here. Before I pushed everything back off this bank. This was a big mound of just dirt, hedge bushes and everything. The hedges over here were probably a good 15-20 feet or more right about here, because the old road was all the way up here, but the hedge rows was right here. I shoved all this off. I've built up these pads, fixed them the way I want them. This side is done. I did all this other afternoon after I got done filming. There was a hole up here in front of this chicken house. This was not the bad one. The bad one's over there, which I'm about to show y'all. I regraded all this out, smoothed it, built a pad here. Got a nice ramp to drive in and out of. Built all this up. I am going to come back down here on the back side and smooth all this out and clean it up a little bit better today. But the actual pad itself has been packed, done, and fixed. There's a big mound of dirt here and a bunch of stuff in front of these doors. I cleaned all that out other than the briars, which we'll probably round up them or something. Scraped the inside of the house out where there's mud carried in. Fixed the drainage where this kind of drains off this way. Then we come over here. I took this huge amount of dirt that was here. Y'all may remember it was kind of a growed up mess right in here. I shoved all that back. I scooped all this out. I put a lot of it up here and some of it over here. And then I piled a bunch of what I had left right here because we're going to fill in this ditch I cut. But what I'm going to do is there's a ditch. It's hard to tell these on the camera, these ditches, but I can't cut them real deep because we're driving across them. So there's a nice swag in here, a gentle swag that's perfect for driving across, and the water can drain down fine. There's one that runs right across here, and it's going to go right down through here. The other one comes right around through there, and it'll go right down through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come about here over, and I'm going to put asphalt millings all the way back. Now the reason why I'm doing that is before we always parked about where that truck's at. We'd unload the hay, towed it all the way around here and in. What we're going to do now is I've got to take some of this off. I'm going to put a gentle slope on this. It'll drain that way gently. There won't be a ditch or anything, and then it'll drain off of this, kind of back down in here and go out just like the rest of it. I've got to fix all this up down in here. I ain't done none of that yet. Push some of that down some more. And that way we can back the trucks down the road, because sometimes we do that, or pull them down all the way down into here. And I'm gonna put asphalt millings on all this to get it right here, and then we can unload pretty well from the side. I won't be able to on this side because the pad had to be a lot higher for this house than this one, but that's the plan. I'm planning on trying to get all this graded out and fixed. This was a giant hole that got worked out by that case loader with the tires. It's one bad thing about a tire machine. Every time you twist and go in and out somewhere, you cut some awful ruts. This thing was so deep that it had enough water in it to where if you drove through it after it had a big rain, the water would come up into the loader. So we had to quit even using this house in the last 3 weeks on this end. We've been toting it out the other end. I cut a ditch. I drained all the water out. It's pretty well dry. There's still a little bit here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get into it, see what I can do. If it's too wet, I won't be able to completely finish it today. But I will be able to seal this off and get all this dressed up and covered in asphalt. But it is dry. I don't know how much dirt in this hole, and it's settled down to that. It's got to be packed, smoothed out, and fixed right, and then we're going to put asphalt on it, and I'm going to get it looking like that side over here, but there'll be asphalt all the way over to there from here back. Then we can just come out and have a nice large pad out here to unload with. So that's what we've had going on. That's what we've got to do. So let's get after it. We're going to get this thing graded out, finish grading it, get it fixed hopefully today. I want to get it done. I need to get in this end of this house and start toting hay. It's getting too far to go from the other end.
I was getting kind of tired of her endless chatter. Nothing I could say ever seemed to matter. So I took a little drive just to clear my head. I saw a flashing neon up ahead. It looked like a place to find some satisfaction, with a little less talk and a lot more action. The man at the door and pushed my way to the bar. Shouted for a drink over a screaming guitar. Drunk on the stool, tried to mess with my head, but I didn't even listen to a word he said. I knew somewhere amid all this distraction was a little less talk and a lot more action. Little less talk, if you please, a lot more loving is what I need. Let's get on down to the main attraction, with a little less talk and a lot more action. Well, she was fighting them off at a corner table. She had a long neck bottle, she was peeling the label. The look on her face, it was perfectly clear. She said, somebody please get me out of here. The look she shot me through the glass refraction said, a little less talk and a lot more action. Little less talk, if you please, a lot more loving is what I need. Let's get on down to the main attraction, with a little less talk and a lot more action. Little less talk, a lot more action. Let's get on down to the main attraction, with a little less talk and a lot more action. Get on down to the main attraction, with a little less talk, a lot more action.
All right, I got it graded out like I kind of pretty well like I wanted it. Did have a little trouble up in here. It's still a little damp. We're gonna have to wait a little while before I put the asphalt right in that one spot, but I'm gonna go ahead and put out what I've got today. Over a good bit of this, got all this tracked in, pushed that back some more, got this fixed, kind of put this at kind of a grade. I got this kind of tilted a little bit that way to keep everything from draining off this way. Now I got everything else kind of leaning this direction. Got it tracked in good, cleaned up around in front of these doors.
Yes, I admit I've got a thinking problem. She's always on my mind. Her memory goes round and round. I've tried to quit 1,000 times. Yes, I admit I've got a thinking problem. Fill the glass up to the top. I'll start with loving her, but I don't know when to stop. I wake up and right away her name is on my lips. Once the memories start to flow, well, I can't stop with just one sip. Yes, I admit I've got a thinking problem. She's always on my mind. Her memory goes round and round. I've tried to quit 1,000 times. Yes, I admit I've got a thinking problem. Fill the glass up to the top. I'll start with loving her, but I don't know when to stop. I keep on remembering how good it used to be, getting stoned all alone on my favorite memory. Yes, I admit I've got a thinking problem. She's always on my mind.
All right, well, I got it what I had on here to keep it from washing anyway. I don't know if I'll get to spread any more today or not. I went ahead and covered this area up, just back drug over it, put a good layer on it, didn't really pack it or anything. It should be fine, just let it sit for a good while. But the rest of it, I've got to put more on it. I'm fixing to go get the dump truck and I'm gonna start hauling probably 2 or 3 more loads of asphalt millings in here and we'll finish it up. Don't know if I'll put any more down today, but that'll be it for this little project for y'all. But I think it's all gonna work out good once I get the rest of it on here and it finished up, having some nice pull across there and then in and out. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.